Okay guys, here we are in another, here we are with the other version of the release brain control deck. Is that what it's called? Or is it move brainwashing? Whatever. So, this is my version of it. I went for more of like a quick draw everything build kind of thing. Because, you know, it seems pretty good. But mine is for more of like fun purposes and not reassured to win all the time, but does pretty much draw through the deck really quickly to get to the cards I need. So yeah, as I said, it's a little less defensy and it's more straight to the point and get what you need out to finish the duel. So yeah, if you prefer more of a defensy type, look back at the other deck recipe and you can go ahead and use that. This was requested that I show off what I think I would use. As I'm still testing this a little bit, because there's some stuff I don't like about it, but you know, right now it's doing pretty good. So anyways, to start off, we have 3 Brow Huntsman of Darkness. He's only in here because he can give me another draw card. He give me another card for discarding him. So, oh yeah, do not try to battle Dark Worlds with this deck. You will probably get wrecked. Just saying, because there's like 4 cards, 5 cards for Dark Worlds in this. 1 Dark Arm Dragon. I kept it because it's a bunch of darks. Gores really helps out. Can be special summon, yada yada. I'm pretty sure you guys know what Gores does, I hope. Triple Grinder Golem, because why not? Also, I'm running trade-ins. Also, I'm actually running Crush Card, to be honest. So one of my favorite plays to do with this is he drops his Grinder tokens when he comes out on the field. I love to either use the tokens to get Nightmare Archfiends and then use Remove Brainwashing or Owner Seal to get out a big monster or get out big attack points, or I love to use it to get I use Grinder Golem tokens. I take control of Grinder Golem when he's back on my field. I use Crush Card on the tokens, and then it lowers my opponent's big monsters down. Also, Plague Spreader. I can use the tokens to make like army arms. I can make Goyos, Brionax, whatever I feel like. So pretty good. Triple Lava Golem. He's in there to get rid of your opponent's monsters, as my build is trying to get rid of your opponent's stuff as quickly as can to bring the big monsters back to your field to attack for game. 1 Marshmallow, set it, and yada yada. 1 Morphing Jar, you set it, blitz over, draw 5 new ones after you discard your whole hand, of course. And to make things better, if you have 5 cards in your hand and you have 3 brows, or whatever the card is, you'll discard your hand, you'll draw 5, not to mention if you discard these 3, you'll draw 3 cards, so you'll get 8 cards in total. And 8 cards, really good. I tried the Reckless Greed build with this. Do not do Reckless Greed, as it will screw you over. If you feel the need to play Trap Draw Power, do draw Jar Greeds, as they are a little more consistent with this version of the deck. 1 Plague Spreader, you just tune up, or you can use the trap card, send him to the grave, you can crush card him, whatever, and then bring him back out and synchro up. You know, not much to say about him. He's really good in this deck. 1 Spirit Reaper to protect against monsters and basically all that. 3 Volcanic Queens, probably still one of my favorite monsters because you can bring out like 3 of these usually. Well, probably not, because it all depends on your opponent's side of having monsters, so. I mean, you can if you use this card, and then you have 3 of these. But anyways, so you, yeah, I basically explained it in the last video. You tribute 1 on your opponent's side of the field to summon, and then whoever controls at the time, whoever's side of the field is on, can send a monster to the grave to do 1,000 damage. And at the end phase, if you don't tribute, you have to take 1,000 damage to whoever's holding on to this. So it might screw you if you're not careful. And we got double Lord of Darkness. Now, most people don't know how to do this, right? When it comes to Lord of Darkness, if you really must, get rid of Brow, or get rid of Dark Armed if you are sure that you're not going to be able to get enough Darks in the grave. Even Gores if you feel like you don't have the ability to get him out either. Don't go for something more important that you're going to regret later. Card Destruction, you discard your hand to draw more cards. I might take it out, I might keep it in, because it's a little quicker than Morphing Jar, so. 3 Dark World Dealings. I have it in here because we have a total of 3 Brows. And you draw 1, you discard, and if you discard this, you draw another card. So basically, you're not really going minus. You're drawing a card, discarding, and drawing 2, basically. 1 for this and 1 for this. So, yeah, if you draw into Brow, make sure you discard Brow. But if you don't draw into Brow, then discard whatever you feel like you don't need. Anyways, 1 True Nade and 1 Heavy Storm for back row destruction taken care of. A lot of people don't do this right for some reason about True Nade either. True Nade, you want to use this if you're going for an OTK. Don't use it to get rid of some cards so you can attack for some damage. Use it if you really need to use it. Don't just use it because it's there. Okay? So, yeah. 3 owner seals. I was playing 2, but I wasn't really drawing into them. So 3 lets me draw into them a lot quicker. 1 Pot of Avarice. You return 5 and draw 2. Pretty simple enough. Especially since you can get 5 in the grave really quickly. Due to the fact you have double trade-ins, triple Dark World Dealings, 1 Morphing Jar, card destruction, you know. Yeah. Speaking of trade-in, we have trade-in, which you discard 1 level 8 and draw 2. If you need to, do Grinder Golems or Lava Golems, it doesn't matter. As long as you know what your target is. There's only 2 because 3 I think is just clogs it up too much. And I don't feel the need to discard more than 2 level 8s anyways. 1 Crush card. You can use it with the tokens. You can use it with Plague. You can use Spirit Reaper. Not with Brow, but you know. Pretty much all that. It's pretty simple. And it needs to be in there. 2-dimension wall. I was playing Waboku, but this card is like Waboku, except when you take bow damage, you deal it. So if you take direct damage, like from a Grinder Golem into your life points, instead of you taking 3,000, your opponent would take 3,000. Then the next turn you would just go into Owner's Seal and wreck him, basically. So yeah, it's basically like Magic Cylinder. Because your opponent's not going to attack you again if you have this activated. 1 magic cylinder. You negate an attack and reflect it back. Simple as that. 2 Nightmare Archfiends. Some might ask why not 3. It's because this card needs a tribute, and also there's not always a tribute that I can give to it. So 2 of them is fine. And to remove Brainwashing because it does slow down the deck a little bit, and it's a trap card, so I need to set it before I can activate it. My extra deck is the same thing, I think, right? Yeah. Now my side deck. One second. My side deck involves around getting Dark Strikes right here, as you can tell. But yeah, these 4 are here for Dark Strikes, which are really good in this deck because you can get rid of Grinder Golems to do. Is it 200 for each? Hold on. I'll go find that real quick because I'm actually kind of curious. 200 for each level, yeah. So you would deal 1600 damage. Of course, I'm never going to use it, but it's here because you guys might want to try it out. So anyways, sorry for that pause. So yeah, you know, first off, you'd be setting Blast Spheres, which you set, your opponent would run into it, and then you would deal 3000 damage, and your monster would be destroyed. Then you come out with Black Salvo, you bring back Blast Sphere, and then you attack 2600, and you deal 1400 damage. Now these are for the people that want to use Dark Strike. I'm never going to use this on anyone. If anything, I would use Blast Sphere, but not the Black Salvos, because I don't feel the need to be cheap and use Dark Strike, but it's in there just in case. One Vicious Claw, I've gone over it. Now here's an interesting thing. I decided to add it, Battle Mania, because I have 2 dimension walls, and any damage you take, your opponent would take instead. So, well, any attack damage your opponent would give you. So you would do, you give your opponent all these big monsters. Then when it comes to your opponent's standby phase, you activate, Battle Mania. Now, anything that's there on your opponent's standby phase will have to go into attack and attack you. They can still summon, get rid of their monsters, whatever, but whatever is there needs to attack you. So you can get the OTK that way too, because you can get the tokens and give him the tokens, clog up his field, give him Grinder Golems. But in the end, you would use Battle Mania, he go into battle phase, attack, activate Dimension Wall, and you win. Because Battle Mania makes it so he has to attack with any monsters that are on his field at that current time, unless they leave the field for whatever reason, and they can't go into defense mode either. So it's basically like an OTK without even having to do anything. If you guys really wanted to try another way you could play the deck, if you don't even feel like taking your monsters back, you can go Battle Mania way. Imperial Custom, you know why it's in there. Mirror Force, destroy spells and traps. Ojama Trio, if your opponent's not giving you anything to tribute, then use these and you can tribute. It says it can't be tributed for a tribute summon, which is really good. Your opponent can't do anything. But they can be tributed for special summons of Lava Golem and Volcanic Queen. So yeah, really good. And then you can go like Battle Mania and whatever. Double Skill Drain, because really good. I usually don't want to use it because of the fact that I have Spirit Reaper, Morphine Jar, Marchmalon, and Volcanic Queen. Everything else is usually, oh yeah, Dark Armed. Pretty much, those are the only things. But, you know, it's there. And, double Waboku, because if you don't like the dimension wall, right? Yeah, if you don't like the dimension wall, then you're so free to go ahead and use Waboku to protect everything, yada yada. It's basically like 1 day of peace, except you don't draw. I know one day a piece is really good in this deck too. So yeah, this is basically the draw power version of this, and I give this also 8 out of 10. It's basically an OTK deck, which if you don't know about OTK decks, what their purpose is to try to finish off your opponent in one turn, but sometimes they don't always get what they need. And if they don't get what they need, they're basically screwed, just like every other deck in the game. But this deck can go through the deck pretty quickly, so yeah, I like it. This is my version. This is what I like to play. This is what I like to mess around with. So yeah. So this is my version. If you guys want to use it, go right ahead. I give it 8 out of 10. And this is a little quicker than the other version. Also, one factor to point out with both of these versions, sometimes, well, no, my version, I don't think I really run into that problem, but yeah, I'm just gonna keep going back and forth because you've seen the deck recipe now. The one problem I have with this deck, which is the regular one, is that I always end up having a hard time drawing into the spell or the trap that's needed for the combo of getting the big monsters. This one, I have a hard time drawing into some key cards that I need and whatever. But that's only sometimes, not a lot of the time. But, you know. And then sometimes you just go all out, keep drawing and drawing, whatever. But then you end up screwing yourself because you don't know when it's a good time to stop. So, yeah. This one, really, all I really can say is maybe add another owner seal along with another messenger of peace, and I think it'd be more consistent. I don't know what you would take out. I mean, maybe for another owner seal or messenger, maybe another messenger of peace, you would take out the Reese's or whatever. And for owner seal, trying to look at it, I don't know, you can figure it out. Where I would definitely recommend 3 owner seal because they're really kind of good. Even though remove brainwashing is continuous, owner seals for the OTK. So just remember the difference, guys. And yeah, so let me go back into this. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed these 2 deck recipes. I know it's been I know it's took a little while to get these out and up and done and edited with, but you know, editing does take a little bit. Recording takes effort to actually get into the mood to record. Surprising. But yeah, not to be cocky, guys, but anyways, yeah. So yeah, go ahead and leave your comments in the section down below for both of these deck recipes. Tell me your thoughts. What you like, what didn't you like, which one do you think you prefer? Also, I know there's a bunch of other stuff that you guys requested, but you know, these were most requested at the moment. If you guys want to see more deck recipes, go ahead and leave it in my comment section down below. And for some reason, I don't know. If you guys don't know, I do have a Twitter. It's in the description of like every one of my videos that I usually put up. If you guys think that'd be an easier way of talking to me, because I usually do check that, but there's really no followers on that right now. I just thought I might point that out right now. So yeah, go ahead and leave your deck requests down below. Duel requests, I'm accepting too. And comments about the deck, what you think, what you want to change, yada yada. Can go down there too. So yeah, I will catch you guys next time, and I hope you enjoy these little presents that I did for you. And make sure to leave your thanks for the other deck, please. He would really appreciate it. And see you guys later.